What's good? What's good? So I answered the question in the last video. What is most important to you? So that's like Bay, the dog, and just like our general health, making sure we're good. The second question is, what do you want to let go of? And honestly, truly, I want to let go of not much. Just the panic I get when I think about things that I used to love dearly that no longer serve me. People find peace through it somehow. I am trying, but like, I'd be wanting what I want. That's my toxic masculine energy. I try though. I do the best that I can. And in like reflection with Bay, like I really have been a different person since the ending of one of the most important friendships to me. And it's my job to like step up and also reach out. But at the same time, I know myself, I'm gonna want to fall back to the same routine of old, and that's not healthy for anybody, which is why we're not friends anymore. But that makes me so complicated now. At least my mindset. Like I get so like funky and depressed about it. And it sucks. But so like I guess to answer the question, I want to let go of all the like I don't know. I guess nothing. Because I need all the things to remind me that there's better for tomorrow. And for when I finally do have kin with Bay, not kin, offspring, we can raise our young in the most harmonious way that we can. That doesn't land in the same trauma that we faced growing up. Period. Why keep having trauma to have trauma to have trauma? We need to cut ties with trauma and do better for ourselves. White people are doing it. The fuck? Colonize my entire country, Guatemala, and like be confused about it. Why are so many immigrants? Why were there so many coups? Government coups backed by America. Should have left it the fuck alone. But we are where we are. Luckily, I was born in this country. I have family to reflect on and be like, damn, I'd probably be dead if I wasn't in this country. So hella grateful. Like when I say ACAB, I mean ACAB. But I also feel and understand the importance of everything that's been built here for the better. I think Beta's here. And I hope he's gonna be yelling. But we're gonna drag him in this video. This will be a little like 5:30 again, maybe 5:30. We'll see what happens. I'll ask him the question. What does he want to let go of? He'll say something stupid. I'm ready for it. He'll come up eventually. Just hydrate your face, hydrate your lips.
Sweaty balls. Oop.
Yep. Hi.
Well, sweating balls, they know now.
Yep, the world knows. Since you're here, you can join me with this video. Answer, what do you want to let go of? I said, I don't really want to let go of anything because I need like all the hard feelings that I do want to let go. I can't let them go because they're going to like remind me to do better for the future and things.
Exactly.
So I don't really have an answer. But what would you want to let go of?
Same goes for me. Like, I have mad shit I want to let go. I don't know. There's a lot of shit. It's usually negative shit, though. Like, I don't know, guilt, I guess. I hate feeling guilt.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel that.
Like, that's I feel guilt every time, and even when if I'm not in the wrong, like, I still feel it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's even, like, on old shit. I look back, like, it's like, you know when you think about a moment, like, oh my god, I did that. Like, when you were a kid, like, oh my god, I did that embarrassing thing. I tripped on the first step and someone saw me.
Yeah.
It feels like that, and I hate that.
I love that example.
It's not embarrassing, but it's just, it's not embarrassment, but it's like,
Hi, boy.
hi. It's just guilt. I don't like feeling it. It's a really heavy feeling. And it's literally long lasting. It's literally long lasting. It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
and I'm coming to live with it. I mean, I'm not depressed or like unhappy with my life because I am happy with the way things are.
Me too.
I still feel like I could do better, but like, could I really? I mean, I know I can do better. Like, but like, will the world let me? So it's just like,
Right, like fuck white people.
should I even bother trying? And it's not like, should I bother, like I'm being lazy. It's just like, I'm okay with like, wherever I take myself. You know, like, wherever I go. I don't know. Basically that.
I feel you with the same thing.
Like, I'm like 25 years old and I'm working in a coffee shop. And sometimes I'm like, should I feel embarrassed about that? Or should I just not give a fuck?
I don't give a fuck, to be honest.
Me neither. And I'm like, I don't feel like I should give a fuck, but there are moments that I sit here on the couch and I'm like, should I be doing more? Am I doing enough? Am I doing enough to support you? Am I doing enough to support like all my animals? I don't know. It's usually that, and that's where like the guilt comes in too. And it's not even just that, it's just like old stupid shit too. So it's like piles up. But like, I know not to let it bother me. It's just like, it's my brain playing games on me because I was like taught by everyone else that guilt is the key, basically. Like, it's like religious guilt. Like, oh, I don't know if anyone's, I don't want to use that analogy, no, that's inappropriate. Like, growing up in a religious household, you're told certain things are bad and certain things are good.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, if you dedicate yourself to this one entity, instead of focusing on yourself, or bettering yourself, you're selfish. I mean, you're like,
Yeah.
it makes you completely selfish and evil, and you're like a brujeria, whatever. What do we call it? Demonio. And I'm like, no.
And demonize you. Yes.
Right, like you're demonizing everything I'm doing. They demonize Pokemon. They demonize all this other shit, and it's just like, that's where the guilt comes in. It's like everything I enjoy, I feel guilt out of because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you look at other people who have less, that's where the guilt even starts digging in deeper. I'm like, you know, like, here are people less fortunate than me, and I have this, and yet I don't know if I'm grateful enough. I don't know. Because then you still want more, you know, like. And I always
That's the human nature, though, that we want more, you know? Like, everybody
right,
wants
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't let it bother me, because I know everyone wants more than what they already have. I just feel the guilt because I was taught to with the guilt. I was raised with guilt. And it's just like, fuck. I don't know. When you see stupid shit, like shit happening around you when you're growing older, that guilt just lingers, and you're just like, well, I feel bad that there's nothing I could have done. And even if I did something, would it have really made a difference? And people are gonna be like, but they're people, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know the world. I'm like, you don't know people. No one knows people. You could study people your entire life, and you still won't know them. I'm like,
humans are complex.
exactly. I'm like, I don't even think God knows people. If I'm not religious and I don't know what I believe in, but like, if there was a God, I don't think He knows me. I think my heart is like the safest place away from me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my mind is a game, but my heart is like that safe haven, you know?
And you play too many games.
I do. They want to play games with me, I'll play games back.
Hey.
I don't know, there's a lot of shit.
But with time, you know, we find the ways to cope better and
Exactly.
deal with it and live with it.
And I smoke weed like on the daily, but that's not me coping. That's me just enjoying myself. Like, I don't smoke weed to cope. I even told Serena that today.
Bro, I really did smoke weed to cope. That shit was horrible.
And that's why I kept telling you to stop.
Yeah.
It's because I didn't want you to ruin it for yourself, and also just
Plot twist.
send yourself into a hole that you didn't need to be in. Like, that's
You
not,
know the void. We love the void.
the void
Nice field
exists.
trip.
The void exists. But I think the void is temporary.
Of course. It takes yourself to get out of it.
Exactly.
It takes yourself to commit to being better.
Like, before, I'm not gonna lie and say I wasn't using weed to cope, because I definitely was using weed to cope at a certain point, because when I stopped smoking it, I was like, ooh, shivers.
I wanted the video to be 5 minutes, and it's gonna be 10.
It's an enjoyable video, at least.
I'm just throwing the disclaimer out. I was like, okay, we'll make it to 5:30.
I
It
just
is
cut some of it out.
9:55.
Or
Because I'm not editing. Because if you watch the videos, you'd know that I'm not editing any of these videos. They're gonna go on.
I hate you.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
I don't know.
I was gonna just comb my hair down, but now it's too much work. And now we're at 10:10. Good night, yo.